we are here to discuss about what is going on in Nigeria. Nigerian government's secret was revealed by CNN recently on Lekki's shooting. President Muhammadu Buhari failed to attend the invitation of the South leaders meeting. They organized this meeting between the governors and the traditional rulers in the South region, but the president failed to attend the meeting. And recently we saw that CNN did some investigative journalism. Oh, okay, very intelligent work by CNN and revealed some secrets about the Lekki shooting. So, Austin, your take on it? This issues
We
going on.
we the first I'll start by the how you started everything. The presidency not attending the meeting he was invited for. The South stakeholders, governors, and the traditional rulers meeting where they invited him. He did not just want to attend. It's a plan by the North. They already knew. Buhari already knew even before that day that he was not going to attend the meeting. They just totally just kept mute because they see us as a people. They see people on the South side as a people of less important. People that they see that these people are second class or third class citizens now. So let's just put them aside. And they know that if the president had attended such a meeting, first I still say it till date, so many things would have happened on that day. At least a lot of us have known that before now for a very long time now. The presidency cannot do a press briefing before the entire world. I don't know what they are hiding. And if he had attended the meeting, there would have been a lot of questions.
Like
Because there
what
are a lot
questions?
of questions, a lot of questions from we the South people begging for answers. You can't be taking our money on a daily basis and putting it on the North. People are saying they are talking about insurgency, while you are taking money from one region of the country who has been sustaining the country for over many decades and spending it on the North, where you're talking about school feeding is our money, and we from the South do not enjoy anything. The last time you heard when they said they were borrowing about $1 billion to fight insurgency in the North, the same terrorists that they are fighting, that they said they invested $1 billion for, they are also talking about rehabilitating the same terrorists
Tourists,
and
yeah.
giving them Western. So who are they deceiving? You are taking our money, putting it for them, and to even now again. If you talk about the most undeveloped region in Nigeria, it's the same South, where you have the oil, when they say Nigeria is an oil producing country. And to even now make it worse, you hear recently, I've forgotten the state again now in the North, where they have gold. And for over many months, they
Zamfara.
can sell directly. They can
Zamfara.
sell directly. They can sell directly to CBN. They can sell and do everything on their own directly. But we in the South, we cannot sell our oil directly. So these are a lot of questions that are begging for answers. A lot of questions that are begging for answers.
Yeah, Austin, well, the Lekki shooting that happened a few weeks ago, that the federal government denied having hands on the shooting because soldiers were spotted opening fire on protesters. But the federal government is not showing any concern, even any remorse for what happened. No investigation, nobody has been arrested connecting to the shooting at Lekki toll gate. So CNN came out with this brilliant, intelligent investigation about what transpired at the Lekki toll gate. So right now, what do you think is stopping the federal government from intervening, even investigating the case?
How do we expect people to intervene in a case or investigate a case what they totally did, and they did it deliberately. Sometimes I keep imagining when I see Nigerians who are expecting anything good or positive or anything sincere, or when we talk about sincerity from the government. If people do not know, we already know from the body language and from the doings of this government. We already know what they are doing. We already know their stand. We already know where they put their, where everything is. Me, I know. If people do not know, first of all, this thing were on for days. They didn't do anything. Before the army left their base to come to Lekki, first of all, what they did, they sent people there to first of all and put down the camera, the security camera, the CCTV there. That's to tell you that they have an evil agenda. You understand? Why the presidency will never think of anything that is happening in the south or the west or anything, because they only care. The only interest of this government is the Fulani, cattle rearing, and their terrorist group. Finish. There's no other thing that matters to them again. No anything. If you see all these things that is happening, that they totally be mute and they didn't say anything. Let's just talk about now where people will do something about killing any cattle, or maybe where they saw some of these Fulani herdsmen going around and some people, they had a fight and something. You'll be hearing statement from the presidency, from Femi Adesina, from Lai Mohammed and all of them. You'll be hearing them come out to say, condemn this, you're not supposed to kill this, you're not supposed to do that, you're not supposed to do. But these are lives involved where people were killed. And you know the most funny thing that most people do not even know. They did it in a very clean way, that after the people that they killed, they went away with the bodies. That's the reason why you will never, no matter what you do, you will never see the bodies. These things were things that were they did it. It was planned.
Yes,
I've said it
pre-planned.
before.
Yeah,
You know,
it was pre-planned.
it was pre-planned, and they put it where. And I've said something before, even on your program. I said Nigeria, what we see today in Nigeria, it's a movie. The APC-led administration, headed by Buhari, and with the Northern Cabal, they've written a script. What we see now is in different states. When you are watching seasonal film, different characters begin to come in at different states. This is what we are seeing now. At this state, it is Lagos, where Tinubu and Fashola are the lead actors. That's why everything you are seeing is just going in a way where you begin to imagine, are these people human beings? You understand? And to even make it kind of somehow, when I even look at, don't these people think? After all these things where you saw people were even doing live videos on Instagram, they are still telling us that there's no dead body, no this, no this, no this, no that. Then I ask a question: if there is no dead body, they didn't shoot anybody, why did they went there to turn off the CCTV camera?
And some people, I don't want to cut you. So, yeah, some people are still searching for the remains of their loved ones.
That's
So
why I told you that they went away with the
terrible.
bodies of the dead people, the
Terrible.
people they killed. They know, what they did. They know that if they see the dead bodies, the world, the UN, the world, the world will be on their neck. So for them not to be able to for people not to be able to trace this dead body, they went away with. This is what you get as a people that never take time to even look very well about where they are coming from and where they are going. Let's ask ourselves a question as a people. Let's just ask well, what did they saw in Buhari in 2015 that made all of them to say yes, that Buhari is the person to lead us as a people? I sometimes keep asking myself, what did they saw in 2015?
The Buhari that they voted
You understand?
is the same person.
And there's a very big secret the Northern Cabal have been hiding since the medical leave of this, I wouldn't say it expired, since he stopped going the way he used to go to the UK there for medical treatment and all that. If you look well now, all of a sudden, he is strong, healthy, no more medical tourism. All of a sudden, this is a man that is never aware of anything. He's lost, even with everything going on in the country. Where you see where things begin to go, you begin to imagine that, do we even have a president? And to not make it kind of somehow, then I keep asking myself, you are thinking of rehabilitating a government that rehabilitate terrorists, does not value lives of peaceful protesters. To even not make it worse, they, as a government that have not been able to trace the accounts, the owners of the account of Boko Haram sponsors, that I know that because they are the real Boko Haram sponsors, they were able to trace the account of the NSAU's protesters sponsors,
So,
and
yes,
they started freezing their accounts.
their accounts.
You see how dumb.
We
how
said we
dumb
have
they are.
democracy. So when the youth are protesting in the street, which means they have sponsors, which means they have in a democratic society like Nigeria.
People who are protesting, going about their thing without harms, going about everything peacefully, and they are telling you that this is what they want.
And they sent the military to open fire on them, killing innocent protesters. Protesters. This is the most terrible thing I've ever seen under a democratic government in Nigeria. Even in the military era, it was better than this.
I've forgotten the state in the north where the massacre by the Fulani S-men, where they just went on their own to bury all of them. Do you know a lot of killings that go on in Nigeria on a daily basis, where they just go, just bury these people or throw them away without the government even
knowing what is going on?
The government, not that they don't, the government knows what is going on. Without the government themselves even saying, these people that are dying or that they're even killing are human beings. Let's do something. You understand? Because they are the ones that are fully involved. You understand? Anytime you see, how are they so quick to call the indigenous people of Biafra who were agitating peacefully that they want to go without carrying arms, without killing anybody? They were called a terrorist group. That's number one. How can they call peaceful protesters terrorists? They want to destabilize the nation.
Yes.
They are quick to say all this, and they started going after them, arresting them. But the Fulani S-men, that even people can even come out and say they want to negotiate for, people, not even Fulani S-men, the reiterated terrorists, people that they come and agitate for them, where you even see a whole governor of a state even saying he paid them money.
Yes, Arafat.
He paid terrorists money not to kill. And who owns the money? Our money from the south.
The south, especially the Niger Delta. The other time, Austin, the militants, they call them militants. For me, these people, they are very,
they are not militant. We don't have militant anywhere. In the south, we don't have militant anywhere. They are people who are just angry of the oppression.
Yes.
The oppression in Nigeria. They're just tired of the oppression.
Yeah.
They just want something. Have you seen when they talk, when they come out to say this is what they need, when they say things and all that? See, if you settle down and look, sometimes I have asked them, the people in the north, these Boko Haram, the Fulani S-men, people doing whatever they are doing in the north, have you ever asked one to sit down and ask questions? What are these people really fighting for? If they are agitating, what are they agitating for? What are they saying that they want or they need? Nothing.
And for me,
because
who are the problem of Nigeria right now? If we have to look at the country as a whole, the northern region, because they are raising big circle of illiterate children in the northern region, and these illiterate children will grow up not having future, but to become Boko Haram members. They are recruiting new members every day from the illiterate children that they are raising in the north. These same northern leaders who are not ashamed of themselves, they are the ones ruling Nigeria. People who are not educated in Nigeria, they are ruling Nigeria right now.
The truth is this, why I won't blame them too much is this. We have members of the different National Assembly, House of Rep, and the Senate. When something happened in the north, you hear senators who proposed the bill about rehabilitating the terrorists.
Not
is it not a northern senator? What has our senators from the south done? It's a very big question.
Because there's no cooperation with them. There's no
not just because there's no cooperation. See, first of all, you say a house divided against himself, according to the Bible, cannot stand. What majority of the Southerners believe on is just what they will get, and what they will get. Apart from that, nothing else. You understand me? Apart from that, nothing else. They don't see. There are members representing them in Lagos. You have somebody representing them in that constituency. Two of us. You have a senator and a member House of Rep from that constituency. And we have people from the South who are senators who are represented. Do you know the deputy senate president is from the South? Omoagege. He is from the South. When you sit in the house, since Zamfara has been selling gold, where we from the South cannot sell our own oil, don't we have members from our region as senators and members of Rep? What have they done? The very big question is this: if we must get it right, let us go after our own people. Let us stop voting. Permit me to use the word sorry, all respect to everybody, not because I just want to do it. Until we stop electing idiots into positions to lead us, a lot of things wouldn't change. The people we have now are some people with no common sense. And because they know that we'll keep voting them into offices, that's why they don't go there to represent our interests. Even the meeting that was called from the South, how many senators, how many ministers, how many politicians, so to speak, were there?
The problem we are having
from the South
is that there is no cooperation within them.
We are the one always selling out. We are the one always selling ourselves out. When you were fighting in Edo State, ahead of Edo State election some months ago, when they were fighting the incumbent governor that has done marvelously well, that even did better than even the person that was fighting him. Who was the person fighting him? An Edo man. Fighting him for what? Not because he hasn't done well for his people, because his people did not want him. He was fighting him just because of his own selfish interest, because of an outsider, the last of Tinubu and all that, because of 20. You know what you are just saying now? Is their interest for 2023 presidential election. And all of them, while they will never speak, they want an automatic ticket to return back to the Senate or Rep in 2023. You understand me? So that now supersedes the interest of we as a people from the South.
Yeah, because they don't care. They are there for their own selfish.
That's the major reason why we must vote every one of them out. Every one of you must vote them out.
Who's going to vote them out? Where the corruption embedded in the system. Also, you know that in Nigeria, people don't win election based on popular votes. We should
people can't.
We should become that the rigging of elections in Nigeria is obvious. We have to be realistic about what is going on.
Who do they use to ring election? The people. See, until the people are involved in ringing is not possible. The first thing they ring is the mind of the people. They try to manipulate their mind, give them peanuts, and can use them to carry out their nonsense evil agenda. You see what happened in the last Edo State election, where people after voting, they stood and said, "This is what we want."
Defended their votes, but you barely see anything like that in Nigeria. No, what happened
This
in
is the
those
very
states?
do you know this is the very first time in the history of Nigeria, even people from other states, where people from other states saw that the people for the very first time were really interested in, even some people that did not have the privilege to vote because of their voters card, they didn't have it, and some of them maybe they misplaced it and Anna did not give it to them or other. Some of them, I knew of people that did not vote. Well, after the voting ended, they came out and said, "This election, what in one be go be." They came out and they went to defend the will of the people. You understand? You can only ring election when the people are not involved. The people do not really want things to stand. That's when you can ring. Because as the way it's going to be, because when I see them, see people giving excuses sometimes, I just laugh. I laugh. With everything that has been going on in the states, like in a state like our own Edo State, have you seen any senators, even our members of the House of Assembly, coming out to even condemn the act of courtism in the state? Did you hear anything from even the Speaker of those State House of Assembly? Have you seen them make laws that will begin to punish these people? We as a state has the power to also make some laws, especially when it comes to this act of courtism. You did see them made even. Did you see any member those State House of Assembly member as a House of Rep or even the Senate, even as a former commissioner, coming out to condemn this act of courtism in the state? Did you see any? See, whether we like it or these people, we can't move forward with the set of people we call people we call leaders now in our state or in our country. We can't move forward with them.
But they said that
I see it every day.
the same majority of them are also members of these parties in the state.
Wait,
so what
the
do you
truth of the
expect?
matter is this. The truth of the matter is this. When things are going bad, evil is going around, and you see people decide to keep quiet, know that the people are part of that evil. So the silentness of these people speaks volume for himself. Is so you just know that this is where they stand, this is who they are. So they can't speak against against what they belong to. They can't speak against themselves.
Nigeria,
You understand
we
me?
have
They
big
can never
problem.
speak against the system they are part of. See, the issue of Nigeria is just too see,
Much.
a situation in Nigeria is just so complex.
It's too annoying.
Too complex. And that's the major reason why they not. You see, there is this, when we talk about courtism, it's the North too. But when it comes to anything at all, the North comes out and put their agenda, the Northern agenda, as number one. It supersedes every other agenda, whether personal, whether this is supersede all. But once it comes to the South, even our states, we put our greed before anything.
Our selfish interests. Yeah.
That comes before everything. That's the reason where we are seeing talks, seeing people coming out to say they are the lion and tiger that want to hold sway over people who went to school when they don't even have a common primary certificate. They want to come and be dictating for even we as a people. So this, our case in the South, is what need an urgent attention. We quickly need to do something about it urgently.
I wish we are cooperating. Can you hear me? Austin, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I wish we are cooperating like the northern leaders. I think we would be able to resist this injustice going on in the country, that President Muhammadu Buhari is running a tribalistic government. Tribalistic government. And the South, or let's say the southern region, the leaders are not cooperating. There's no consensus among the leaders, the political leaders in the southern region. You see the northerners, they always cooperating. The other day they came out trying to defend their own. President Muhammadu Buhari that the NSAS protest is posing threats to the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari. So that's why we are suspicious that they are behind the Lekki's shooting. They are behind it.
Me, I'm not so suspecting. I'm not
And
suspecting that they are behind the Lekki shooting. I know that they are behind the Lekki shooting. And that's why they are freezing account of almost everybody, going after everybody that was involved in the protest. They are going to arrest them, going to go, they are now haunting them. See, the issue of this, when you look at Nigeria, before any government can decide to just neglect a particular region or a particular tribe, there must be a sellout among the people. There must be a sellout from that region. You understand? Until there is a sellout, until there are people from that region, the people there from that region who totally go and sell their people out to the government, or who totally just decide and put their own greed over the interest of their region, over the interest of their people. No government can totally just sit down and neglect a particular people or a particular region. They can't, because they know how important every region is to Nigeria.
You know, the other time,
you understand?
Dino Melaye publicly said that the politicians, what they are doing to the masses is too bad. You remember one video that went viral about Dino Melaye? He confessed.
Not just masses they are doing to. You say what they are doing to the south, the east, and the west is bad. The north, they are not doing anything to they are not doing anything to the north at all. Because when we talk about poverty in Nigeria,
also in the north,
you know 70% of the poverty in Nigeria is only in the north. It's embedded in the north.
Yes.
70% of the poverty rate we have in Nigeria is just only 70%. Imagine if you take that 70% and you say north go, and we have to deal with 30 with the south, the east, and the west. Do you know how we'll be able to make it in just within 10 years?
Exactly.
Do you know? See, look at our national budgets. Look at how much they put for school feeding. A government that has not been able to settle ASU that have been on strike for over many months. Look at how much they are using every month to do the nonsense school feeding in the north.
If we remove the north away from Nigeria, like what I said, these problems that we are complaining about, they will all be minimized. I'm telling you, the northerners are the problems of Nigeria, the major problems of Nigeria. I'm telling you,
because some people from our region decide to sell out to them for them to have whatever thing because almost every region has totally given up on the country called Nigeria. When you talk about resource control, when you talk about true federalism, when you talk about anything at all that will bring sanity to our country, that will bring about justice, equity to our nation, did not automatically just get angry. They begin to see it as an attack on the north.
Yes.
When you are talking about integrity, when you are talking about we getting it right as the people,
exactly,
they just begin to see it as an attack on it, because they know that if we say let us begin to do this rightly and fairly, the north they can't even be anywhere in the country.
Militants in the northern region, Boko Haram members, it's like they are raising Boko Haram members in the north because they are not encouraging education. These northern leaders should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. If you are not encouraging education in 21st century, education is not in your agenda, well, how dare you be dictating for us in a civilized nation like Nigeria?
They will dictate for us because we've totally given up to say, yes, let them be dictating for us and be telling us what to do or what not to do. And it's indeed a shame that as a people, with all the level of education in the South, that we've totally decided to be playing second fiddle to the North. everything they say, and where a lot of us cannot even speak. We are not bold enough to even stand up and speak the truth to power. Those who speak the truth, they see them as enemy of the country. Those who come out to start to say let's do things right, they see them as people who are attacking the government. Who also come out to speak on behalf of the government? People from our region. The Northerners are not the one that first of all come to speak. We are the people from our region. They want to come and condemn. Who is the lawyer that is saying yes, taking the owner of Twitter to court? It is not a Northerner. It's funny. Who are the people talking about CNN is not doing, CNN is not doing? Who are them? Do you know what they do? They sit back as the Northerners, call somebody from the south, the east, and the west, and begin to use them against their own people.
People. Exactly. Exactly.
That's what they do. They only sit down, talk, and sit down, begin to use them. That's to tell you the level. And if we must get it as people, these people, when they come home, they have families in our home. Let us go after them and their family.
Because they use like the human rights activists that sued.
He's not a human rights activist. He's just an hustler. Nigerians do not have activists. I keep saying it every day. Most activists you have in Nigeria are hungry people looking for a way to get to power and also take at least make money. I'm just telling you, we don't have activists in Nigeria. You understand? We don't activists. What happened to Festus Okoyomo? Festus, who is now a minister now. He came out as an activist.
Oh, okay.
True of us. Today now, where is he? You understand me?
I can hear you, Austin.
Today, where is he now? Since he got is he not the major person defending this dumb government?
The division among the certain leaders is causing serious problem, and
this is not division. You say the stupidity among the South leader.
Yeah,
see, there's a difference between. See, I'm a very blunt person. You know me. I don't like waving words. There's a difference between stupidity and when you say someone is being ignorant. This is no longer people who do not know. They just decided to be stupid by selling their people.
It's corruption.
Just for their own selfish interest. This is not this is just stupidity. This is just mere stupidity. And if anything will change at all, we are the ones able to make it change. When they come home, you sit them down. You sit them down. You are representing us. You are not representing yourself. Until we from the South start calling members from the different National Assembly home, calling them because it's in our constitution. When you stand to represent, they are not representing, you call them home. Until we sometimes go after these people and their families. Before, when I was growing up, when you see a people like this that behave this way, we don't go close to them at all. They call them, even in Benin, we call them Orionba Orienwo. People that steal the people's words. People that always sell out their people. We see them as enemies. We see them as enemy of the community, enemy of the state, and people begin to people they'll tell people not to associate with them.
Yeah.
They can't even go to the market to buy things. They don't allow them to even go to the market to buy things. But what do we see these days? We celebrate them. We go to their houses to say, my leader, my leader, my leader. Even to our traditional rulers, we leave their palace. Some of the no gates and all of them will leave their palace and go. So then you begin to cry. Have you noticed that when it comes to we in the South, when some of them get all these appointments, some of these politicians, and they get whatever they get, the first place to go to is where they come from to go and meet their traditional ruler. Have you not noticed it? The next thing that follows, it's a chief title. No, I'm telling you, have you not noticed it? This is why I keep fighting our traditional institution. A people that keep rewarding thieves in the society, we always, that society will never move forward. See, we all know that all our politicians are thieves.
So,
And you know, majority of our politicians are chiefs. If they keep giving them chiefs as in title, you want to do everything in the palace, they're the first people that they invite. What are you not telling? That's why today, if you tell any young boy or young girl in Nigeria, whether in the secondary school or in the primary school, ask them what do they want to become? They want to become a politician.
because that's the only
You
way
hardly
we can.
see a child these days want to become a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, or that. Everybody today, every Nigerian youth, what
Wants
they are
to.
just interested in is politics.
Everybody wants to be a politician. I understand that
Because
because
big because they've seen it that is the easiest way to
to make
steal
to make
without
money.
anybody even disturbing you.
Yes.
It's not just to make that's not making money. What you do, the work you and I work is what is making money. We work our sweats. What they do is not making money. They steal. It's a way to steal funds, and nobody go after them. There's a difference between somebody who is making money
So
and
sad.
somebody who is siphoning money. Our politicians do not make money. Our politicians steal money.
It's so
They
sad.
siphon the wealth of the people and keep it to themselves.
Yourselves.
So that's not making money.
What's the
What you do with your sweat, with your brain, that's somebody who is making money.
money? Yeah. Yeah.
Nigerian politicians do not make money. So when people say he has made a lot of money, I get angry when I hear them say that.
Made
Somebody
money.
who
What?
works is somebody that is making money. And Nigerian politicians do not make money. They steal money. They siphon money. Or a kidnapper will not come to you that he has made money. A kidnapper or a thief. We say we as a people we are the one. We must start from our communities until we stop going and celebrating thieves. Until we stop celebrating people that we are supposed to even be drawing from.
Yes.
Things would. Do you know in our society today, the word integrity, the word truth
It's not
is
existing.
totally gone.
It's not existing. Yeah.
Integrity, truth is gone.
Average
So these
Nigerian
days, people even see
is not honest.
people that even stand and speak the truth as an enemy. Today, Nigerians, when you speak the truth to Nigerians, they see you as on the main. They'll say, "Where this one they go now, Mumu? If you say na so it go be. In their position, not fit take money, not fit do this, not fit do that, not fit do that."
Yes.
So that's what you see. We have more Nigerians today. We have more Nigerians today who are just waiting to steal. They're just looking for an opportunity to steal. And majority of them have now gone into activism. They call themselves activists. When the people trust them, you need to go after them, you need to support them. When they now get there, and one governor or one commissioner or one something just called and give an appointment, you now see their true character. That these people has never had the interest of people at heart. What they've been waiting for is an opportunity to also get to power, to also steal for themselves.
Siphon our
I
money.
keep saying it every day. We don't have activists in Nigeria. What we have are people who are just looking for a way to get to power to also steal.
You said it all, Austin.
We don't have activists.
Brilliant
We
comment.
have activists. What is going on in Nigeria now will just be going on.
You said it
Where
all.
they oppress people, where the government oppress people freely, and they say we have activists. That means they don't know the meaning of the word activists. They know nothing about activism.
You said it all.
We don't have. When I see somebody saying introduce somebody in Nigeria is an activist, I laugh. People have always seen me. Actually, I did journalism for years. I met with a lot of these activists, a lot of these so-called activists, a lot of them who said they are freedom fighters. If I tell you, when you go to some places and you see them with these politicians where they laugh and do some things and say, my leader, you hear some of them calling these politicians my leader, you begin to cry.